the well pump is way down in the ground there, and this is the line that comes up out of the well from the pump. The water flows this way, and the sand settles out in here. The water flows out here, and it goes to the yard in that direction, and it goes to the house through this calcite tank right there. And this is a pressure bladder tank to keep the pressure it basically the water comes here and it charges this up, and when it reaches a certain pressure on here, this unit here senses the pressure, and it shuts off when it reaches a certain pressure, when it reaches a high enough pressure, and then it shuts the power off to the pump. And these are the two lines that go to the pump controller. You can see them, the black and white lines there if you follow them. It's that line there, goes up to there, and now so the first thing you do when you're testing to see why there's no pressure there, there's no water, first thing you do is you check the power from this line right here, and you probably can't see, but it's this wire right there, and it's the white wire right there, the black and the white. So you check the voltage on there. It should be 240 volts, and I already tested it. And now because the pressure is low, it should be sending electricity to the pump to turn the pump on. So you want to test the wires that go to the pump, which are this black wire and red wire, which is this wire here and this black wire here. And I already tested them, and there's 240 volts going up to there. And we'll just now another thing that could go wrong is there could be a bad connection there. And muriatic acid will clean those connections up, but you kind of want to probably take these wires loose, but you got to shut the power off. If you touch any of those those metals there with the power on, you could get killed. 240 volts is kind of deadly. I think 440 volts is deadly too. So we're just going to go up and we're going to follow these wires here, and we're right there and there, and we're going to measure the voltage. It'll be 240 volts, and there's a voltmeter there. It's on the 2000 scale. I don't know if you can really see that, but that's AC volts, 2000. So that's the upper limit that it'll measure. And I'm going to set this right here, and we'll see what it says. Actually, I better set it right there. Now, so we got the black wire and the red wire. 240 volts. Right up there. That's what it said. See, 240. Now, the wires that go to the pump, there's 3 wires. And it's got to send at least 240 volts down there because it's a 240 volt pump. And I think one wire is probably just a ground. It's my guess. Or maybe it's some kind of a solenoid boost or something. But anyway, if we test the voltage in the red and the black, it's 343 volts. So that's, I believe that's not the laws of physics, because the maximum voltage should really be 240. So something fishy's going on. Now if we go over to the yellow wire, so the yellow and the black, it's 240, and the red and the yellow is 200 and about, it averages about 207 volts. So I'm not sure what this pump controller does really. I had one burn out once before at the Forest Service work center in at Pollard Camp on the Kings River Ranger District, and they put a new one in. Yeah, I don't think I put it in, but there might be like a solenoid here or something. Some kind of relay or something. I don't really know. Somebody on YouTube might have a video on testing pump controllers or how pump controllers work, and could study that up, and I'll probably go study it up myself, and see what these voltages are supposed to be. I shut the voltmeter off here. As you can see, there's a low voltage, and this is the water line from the pump. You can see there's no tricks. It's the only line from the pump, and water goes up to here. This is a slow sand filter, and there's like just a trickle. It's just draining this tank here. So what I think is going on is there's just a few pounds of pressure in the tank left, and it's pushing the water back out through here. But that's not, enough water. You can see the water's a little rusty. And my sister had been complaining about rust-colored water in the house, and I don't know what's going on. Oh, it stopped. So I'm just going to shut it off.